So Foodie's just done 4 live streams in 24 hours. She claims in one of these streams that she's been keeping busy doing housework, but we all know that's not true. And after listening to all this nonsense over theory, it's one that I've had for quite a while, but she's confirmed it. They've obviously had a big fight and she's threatened to leave, which she does regularly. But this one was obviously bigger than usual. I think it was so big that she's had to follow through, or else otherwise she'll just look like a dumbass. The fight's about control. Foodie always tries to isolate people around her. She doesn't like that Salah has a life outside of her now, which is his family. Sure, there's cultural differences, but she knew what his culture was when she met him. She's had 3 years to learn Arabic to communicate with everyone in his family. She's now booked a flight for the end of October. That could be for financial reasons, but I also think a big reason is so that Salah has time to beg her to stay. She wants him to kneel to her. She's so insecure, it's ridiculous. It's really abusive. It's manipulative. It's not fair to expect him to choose between her and his family. She even admits to regularly threatening to leave him. But these are just my opinions, and I'm sure that many people will disagree. Back to Foodie's lives. Foodie says hello to everyone. You're welcome. I cut all that stuff out. She then pitches a fit because Salah decided to stay an extra day with his family. It's the first of 4 lives, and then she rage quits, vows not to go live again until she arrives in Canada. Just keep in mind that she's supposed to be separated during this. Here, have a listen.
I'm like right beside the modem. I cannot live this way. No internet. No say in anything. It's not the life for me, 100%. Because this is how we clash. We will never, while I'm here, hardly ever do anything alone. And if I want to do something alone, I'm rude. I guarantee it. You don't know our dynamic. You don't know our agreements. While we're here, okay, if he's not obligated to me anymore, why is he like, don't say you love me then. Don't call me babe. Don't say I'm your soulmate. Being alone while I'm here, because I really don't want to, I'm just bitter. I'm bitter now because I feel like his family's more important. And I guess since we're separated, maybe that's how it's gonna be. So yeah. Kayla, shut the fuck up, you idiot. I have to take medication. And I have to eat with it. So go to hell. And I just feel like they're always involved. He always involves them in everything. Oh my God. We don't have any privacy. I just want to be able to go a day without people ringing to make plans for today. And I wasn't involved because I don't speak the language, Oh, he just messaged me back. Okay, sorry, but they decided. Right, because you don't have the balls to tell your family, oh, sorry, I don't want to stay 3 days. They decided, right. How are you blaming me for the quality of the internet in a third world country? Are you demented? Guys, you're complete moron. Oh my God. This is why I like to be alone. I hate people because they're dumb. Anyway, I'm gonna get off. And you know what? I'm not doing live streams until I get into Canada. I'll do videos, but I'm not doing lives.
Now we're on to live number 2. After she rage quit, she booked her trip home. She didn't even think about Julia. What did we expect? She doesn't even have anywhere to stay in Canada. She's just so short-sighted. I think most people get that she doesn't actually care anything about Julia. In one of these lives, she says that she's obsessed. I can't remember which one it is. I think that's something that I actually agree with her on. It's obsession. It's control. She treats her cats like objects. She acts like she cares, but it's just an act. Cats are nothing more than an object to her. Salah's the one who takes care of her anyway. He's the one who takes her to the vet. She doesn't even go with them. And I doubt it's her who's cleaning out the litter box or doing daily care for her. She also does some more bitching about his family. A family member almost gets kidnapped. Sounds like she hasn't been taking her antidepressants regularly. What else do we expect? She does, however, have some rare moments of clarity. The best part in this live, though, because I have the sense of humour of a 12-year-old sometimes, was when Julia shit on her bed. But she is so rank. She didn't even put her phone down. She picked the poo up, wiped it with water. Not the poo, wiped her comforter with water, and then jumped into bed without washing her hands. Like, it is gross. So her excuse was it was just the comforter, and she claimed she washed her hands while holding her phone in one hand. Now, I listened to this about 4 times. It's clear she walks into some kind of washroom because the sound changes to an echoey noise and you hear a tap. You never hear the echo sound again or a tap again. If you want to skip to it, I'll put a timestamp down on the screen.
No, I'm not okay. Now with Shisha. I'm an idiot, though. I'm kind of an idiot. I booked my... I know, I gotta quit. I booked my ticket for, like, the end of October. It's super cheap. The airlines that are going on the day that I booked, I checked all of them. Like, you have to check them in the cabin, like in the checked baggage. You can't do that. Like, whenever Salah came here, he brought her on the cabin, so I thought she would be able to go in the cabin, but that's not all airlines. This was a Syrian airline he went with. So, and she's also a restricted breed. She has a smushy face and she has breathing issues. I don't know. I'd have to have her registered as a support cat. Can I even do that in Syria? Like, I can't leave her. I'm gonna try, Haley, but if I can, I can't. It's not gonna be my fault. The vet's not gonna lie. And Haley, you don't care about Julia. Like, if she's in, they have restricted pets for a reason. If it's restricted, it's dangerous for her. I don't want her to die just for that, you know? I don't want her to be put in baggage claim because cats have passed away. That's why I didn't bring Sam. And that time it was Qatar. I didn't bring Sam for that reason. She could die. She could. They have her restricted for a reason. I hope I can bring her. I'm gonna try. I don't have a place to stay yet, but I'm looking at places. I don't know how much it costs to bring her. It's 32 hours of traveling with the cat. I have to, I don't know. I'm going to see first if I can cancel it, if there's other airlines, you know? Yeah, it'll be hard to live without her. I mean, I can do it, but it's going to be really painful. Yeah, Salah said he would keep her, but like I miss her, like even just visiting Canada. Sasa will miss her. I don't want her around kids. You know how kids are with cats. She's so stressed out, even just going a few minutes to get her nails cut. Salah's not going to mistreat her. No, she's his princess. He's taken care of her, like when I left Kuwait. He took really good care of her. He loves her a lot. You know, he brought her here. He's sad, yeah. He'll miss her. Even just going to get her nails cut when she comes back, her whole body is wet from her over grooming from stress. She shakes, she pants, she starts drooling this like thick white foamy drool. There's just no way it's gonna work for us. I have really bad mental health issues. I'm just, you know, traditionally I'm just very mouthy sometimes. I think it's starting to wear on him. His family like is starting to just like really pressure to have a more traditional wife and children, blah 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 eventually. And I don't want to assimilate to something I don't, like I'm just, it's not me. There's just so many things that don't work out. And it is very painful because I do really love him. Give me 1 second, guys. He's messaging me. Hold on. He's like, I can have my cousin bring you something. That's so embarrassing. I don't even know, like, if I can open the gate. The keys are on the thing, but I didn't want to go. I would have gone if it was just Salah. And I don't say that because I don't like his family. I do love them. You know that. But there's 16, I think 16, maybe 18. I forget to count. I forgot to, like, I don't know. And they're all staying in the one place. No friggin' way. There's no way. My mental health is too bad for that. No, he's gonna let me take her. He already said that, but he would also take care of her if she can't. Sasa loves Julia. I don't get sick of her. I wasn't sick of Smokey. I was moving out of the country. I started to really bond with Smokey. Smokey cried every 2 seconds, really loud, annoying, like, row, 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 like all night. I don't know what's wrong with him. And he got in the cupboards. He's addicted to food. He's so fat. Poor cat. I hope that timer works for him. He was a binge eater. Wallah. And she had 4 huge bags of treats. And in the middle of every night at like 2 a.m., never failed, I would hear bang, bang. It scared the crap out of me. He was opening the cupboard to get his food. And he like, oh my gosh, he was such a fat. He was me in feline form. Yeah, I'm sure it's annoying having somebody addicted to food, but, that's why I just need to be alone, man. I can't be bothering people. No one can handle me. Yeah. I should get a food timer for myself. We hear it ding and then, yeah. It dispenses a Nashie every 8 hours. I think the 80-cent antidepressants are starting to kick in. I don't know. They're not bootleg. They're from Syria. It's called esipram. It's just like escitalopram. I know. I wonder how many I can bring. They're 80 cents. I could probably bring 2 years worth. And it'll only be like $2. I'm not going to be tempted to come back. I mean, I'm not after going through all this, and no way. I mean, he's on he's vacationing with his family and about breaking up our relationship, all this stuff, so it's hard. No, he's not pressuring me to stay. Hey, I wonder why. Just that it's, culturally different. His family, I don't know what they say to him, but they're not happy. And I don't get that. Like, if my family was all in my business and being like, we want you to have kids, I would be like, yeah, well, I don't care. But that's my culture. He's just been very different here. If you're a Western woman and you're going to be with an Arab Muslim man, just make sure that you really are aware that in the future, it just might be different. They're big on family. And I get that. And if that's what he wants and down the line, he's still attentive for sure. He makes sure I'm comfortable but sometimes he'll just make plans with a whole bunch of family and people and not tell me about it till like that moment. And I'm like, what? He'll be like, get ready, we're going here. And it's like, no, you didn't tell me that. I think he just wants me to be happy. And he's like, without a doubt, you'll be happier because you complain a lot here. His family has treated me nothing but respectful. You know, some of them I haven't even met, but yeah, he loves Sasa. He loves them, but I don't have to put up with that exactly. The family we see here has been nothing but loving and supportive. I don't think they bring up the kids thing, but there are some family members here that do pressure him. And I think there's like, you know, some different family members that don't approve of our relationship, which I've always been okay with because like, you know, I understand. It's a very strict culture. I said, okay, I got kind of like kind of mad one time and I said, well, the end of October. I said, I'm going to you'll move on, have a family, and I'll find someone more suited who won't, you know, shame me for not having kids, somebody more suited for me. And he was like, lies again because you said you're never going to be with another man. What do you think? Like, you know, like, excuse me. I just know how he is. And I just have a feeling like there's going to be a watchful eye, which I don't like because if we're done, we're done. Because Ray, I always threaten. I'm always like, every time I get frustrated and angry, I say, I'm going home. I'm booking a ticket right now. I'm like, I can't handle this. Like if I get frustrated with like something, you know? So he's kind of used to it. I don't think he thinks I'm serious. I don't blame him for being fed up. I don't. That's why I feel like I just need to be alone. You know, I don't want to put that on anyone. Julia! You little shit. She shit on my bed. Her box is clean. She shit on my bed and buried it with a sock. Why did you do that? Okay, you're not going anywhere. I'm just joking. Hold on, guys. She's already pre-mad that she's like, you're not going to take me with you? Either she's mad that I'm thinking of taking her, or she's mad that I might not. Julia? And her box, I just cleaned it earlier. Now I'm cleaning that. Hold on. I knew it smelled like Julia! Lish! Ew, there's like grease marks. Why is her poo... And she buried it with Salah's Nike sock. She's mad he left or what? What is this? Disgusting. She shit on my bed. Juice! And she ran away, she knows. Pew! Oh, disgusting. Wallah. Why? Poor baby. Baby! It's okay. She's hiding now. Yeah, she always urinates in the box, but sometimes she'll just take a crap. Like, I'm glad it's poo and it's like not diarrhea, so. It was like little turds. And when I picked it up with the tissue, there was like weird grease marks. Like little poo grease marks. Gross. Sorry, guys. Well, thank goodness that we got a shipment of Salah's sprays. Now you know how the Thai hotel people felt. Changed the sheets. She shit on the comforter. So I cleaned it with water, but I'm not washing it now. She's like hiding. Yeah, I did just go wash my hands. No, I used soap. I did. I just washed the one hand I used though. I'm holding the phone with one hand, and then I just pumped like with my one hand some liquid soap and just washed it. You're gonna sleep with that comforter. It's clean. There was only like 2 little grease marks. And I took the wet cloth and I cleaned it out. And I sprayed it a lot too. It's on the side of the comforter where I'm not gonna be like laying anyways. I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. If Salah like had wanted to, you know, was certain he would never want to have kids, he wouldn't care what his family said. If he wanted to maybe just stay here for like a year and then we travel around and eventually go to Canada, maybe, but that's not what he wants anymore. We fell in love pretty hard, like at first, like now we still love each other. It's still like whenever we are together and we talk about breaking up, it seems to bring us closer together, like affectionate wise. He has not said anything like that I can think of substantially that's made me feel that way. It's just my own, I don't know, I can't remember. Maybe. We're not the same people. And that's another thing I don't want to have to worry about. He's young. You think, oh, there's only 10 years. 10 years is a big deal. If you're going through life, like, and, you know, a young man at 29 versus 41 is a big difference maturity-wise. And it's like, you know, he's going to want, who knows? Like, I don't want to, like, hang around to find out. Like, I don't want to be around for that. Like, you know, if I just feel old. I just have so many insecurities. And there were things I hated about myself before I met him. I was, you know, like, I welcomed change. I welcomed trying to grow as a person and be, you know, different and just look at life differently. And I did jump into it very quickly. I'm like that. And I hate that about myself. This time, oh, I always say that. Oh my gosh. I never learn. I like being a housewife to a certain point. I'll do a load of laundry. And then Salah will be like, can you do another load of all of the curtains and stuff? And then I'll freak out. No! And then, like, the curtains were supposed to be washed 4 weeks ago. And his aunt was like, why didn't you wash the curtains yet? Like, in Arabic. And I'm like, what'd she say? He's like, she asked why you didn't wash the curtains yet. They're huge curtains. And it's not an automatic washer. That's why. So I said, I'll do it before I leave Syria. And then I said, if you're going to get a second wife, just leave it for her. Salah's going to come back to no snacks, but that's what you get. He's like, you have rice. What am I going to eat with the rice? Just plain rice? I guess I shouldn't say that because a lot of people, that's more than a lot of people have. He just left because it's my fault. I said, okay, well, you're going to be gone for 2 days. I have enough, I think. He's like, you have rice, eggs. I have eggs for protein. So we're outside. Yeah, she almost got kidnapped. We were inside. We were already at the park, okay? Salah had to make 2 trips. Salah went back to get the little girl. They all came back and were like all, you know, somber, and they told me what happened. So this little girl was outside playing outside of the house, waiting for, like, Salah and everybody was in the house. And then she said, apparently this old woman came up to her and said, why are you playing outside by yourself? So the old lady approached her and said, why are you playing outside by yourself? Or something like that. And apparently the little girl said, none of your business. And then the old lady then picked her up and tried to take her. And she started crying really loud. So her uncle came running outside and was like, hey, you know, and the lady dropped her and ran away. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, poor kid. I know I can survive without a man, but it's just hard because I love him. He said we won't go out. He won't go out for 2 months, and he'll take me in lots of places. But I don't want to get closer. I need to find reasons to hate him so that it's easier to leave. But he's too handsome. Like, he needs to be uglier. It's hard. As long as she's fed, gets love and care, she'll be fine, yeah. She doesn't seem to mind the fireworks and gunshots and grenades, though.
Now we're on to live number 3. I think she's been binging. She's obviously in a lot of pain, or it could just be a ploy to get Salah home quicker. I wouldn't put either past her. She's looking pretty rough either way. ERBs, maybe? What I couldn't stop looking at through this live was her teeth. Her front gaps almost completely disappeared. In some shots you can see what's either tartar build-up or maybe rice. Fucked if I know. But her teeth are not supposed to have highlights. At the end she has something break off in her mouth and she comments it might be a tonsil stone. I'm convinced this is tartar breaking off. The filters can't fix her teeth. Talking of filters, I did catch a few filter fails. She also makes claims of cleaning. She still hasn't cleaned her comforter. Well, she claims she spot cleaned it. It's cat poo. Cat poo stinks. I have 3 cats. You can't spot clean cat poo off bedding. She also says she has crusty undies. Not in those words, but yeah. It's just gross all round. Enjoy.
I'll be right back. I just had breakfast. I woke up at 2:30. And that's a problem because I'm supposed to plug the fridge in at 9. I gotta fold the laundry. Wait! Anti mushkila. This is the dirty stuff I still have to wash. Never ends. It never ends. And this is just a general life complaint. Because no matter where you are in life or in the world, you gotta do laundry. Ah! Oh. I think there's, like, just all of a sudden in my stomach. Maybe I should fast. Just won't take my metformin. I don't know. My stomach, man. Just won't take my metformin. I don't know. My stomach, man. Julia pulled an Amber Heard. I washed the bedding, but just spot washed it. It doesn't seem to smell. I booked my flight originally. Then I canceled it when I was gonna go try to bring Julia with another airline. Then because I'm getting a full refund. If you cancel within 24 hours, you get a full refund. Then I came to the conclusion with Salah that it's better to keep her here because I'm Googling things about Julia, like being harmed from this long journey. So I rebook my flight. Now I'm with Julia today and I'm like, how can I leave her? Like, how? So I start looking up things. Turkish Airlines will allow a pet in the cabin. I think even a Persian. She's not full Persian. Now there's a 15-hour layover. There's a hotel. I stayed at that hotel. You have to pay extra to bring a cat. It would be like $500 probably for like 13 hours to stay there. Sometimes you just have to make a decision and stick to it. I know. These things are not easy. Anyway, I don't know what to do anymore. Cancel my flight again. So the Turkish Airlines flight is like double the price. Plus the hotel. Plus $250 US to bring her on the flight. It is much harder, much more expensive because I would have to pay. I would have to get a new cage. I would have to fly out from Beirut, which means I would have to hire a taxi to take us to Beirut airport. It's such a stress. All while worried about like her well-being because she's so stressed out all the time. I mean, she'd be sedated, but still, anyway. You think it would be better for her to stay? Salah loves her, but not like I love her. Like, he's not used to cats like I am. Like, he loves her a lot, but like, I'm like obsessed with cats, you know? I'll have to check on her every single day. Oh, when I move, it hurts. Is it possible for clothes to shrink even if you don't put them in the dryer? Like, I hang them outside on the line. He says he loves her, and of course he'll take care of her, but he doesn't really have experience with cats, like, other than Julia. So I'll have to always make sure, you know. I'm not getting a cat in Canada for a while until I'm stable. Foodie, Salah, best couple. Grow up, come back in a few years. Unless you're already 60 and then there's no hope for you. Now I know why people use fabric softener. I got some stiff undies going on here. Jeez. Where is that loser anyways? Farewell, Miriam. Yeah. I didn't even choose to be called Miriam, by the way. Salah just started calling me that here. Everything's okay. Yeah, sure. I'm just stressed to the max. Doing a big move for the millionth time, and I stress myself. I do it to myself, basically. I went in Pizza's chat last night. There's this mod of his. She hates my guts for. I did nothing to this person. She's like, ew, why is Chantel here? I'm just gonna stay out of his chats because it's his chat, you know. There's gonna be people in there that don't like me, so whatever. But to try to manipulate with money and be like, I'll give you money if you keep her away. Like, what is that crap? That's not fair. Like, anyway, I'm gonna pay, if he moves in with me, I'll probably be fitting the bills for a while, so that's a lot better. You don't like someone, block them on your end. You won't see a comment. But to try to get someone to not be in the chat because you don't like them and you're throwing a hissy fit, that is just really immature. Thanks, Lynn. They are mean to Tracy. Entitled, yeah. Oh, I feel like an alien or something is moving in my stomach. I drank from the wrong tap for a while. Maybe that's why. I'll be okay. I don't think I need 10 grand. I just need enough to like... I have my ticket. That's paid for. I probably need like maybe 4,600 to 5,000. No, I'm telling him not to block. As long as you guys don't talk shit about him and just leave him out of it, he won't block anyone. Ah, you reminded me about the curtains. No, the villa wasn't destroyed. Everything was in good shape. We didn't have to pay anything. Any damages. I just didn't clean every day. Here I clean every day. I'm getting into a routine, and you know what? That's going to be key to help my depression and to keep my mind from, you know, missing anything, because like I need a routine. I can't just get up at like 3 like I did today, get high, eat all day, drive and get a coffee. Like I need a routine, like to take care of myself, my home, you know. I'm gonna try to get somewhere. I've had 3 years of like, you know, cleaning every day is good. Yeah, and it helps, like if you leave it, like that's how I'm dealing with while Salah's gone. So I get up, I do things, and then it takes your mind off of it. I know it sounds stupid, but I have to literally move the whole diawania. I have to move this huge carpet. I have to scrape the water all the way to the drain in the other end of the house because we don't have a traditional mop. My stomach is messed up right now. Let's do some movements. No, my stomach, it feels like when I move, like there's something in it. Like, it hurts. ERBs. I hate this. I gotta go brush my teeth, but I probably won't. No, I'm just joking. Is this clean? I can't tell. Oh well, clean enough. I'll miss some things, but I'm not coming back. No. It's too much of a pain. The visa's expensive too. Just sleep until he gets back. Ew, is that a tonsil stone?
The last live was super boring. She basically just talked about the Nashie who won true love. I remember the first time I seen her eat. It was so weird. I felt like I was watching porn. I wasn't prepared. I'd never seen anything like it. I love food, but it's like watching someone orgasming or a junkie getting a hit. Sometimes I have to look away. It makes me so uncomfortable. I've got no problem with porn. I just don't want to see Chantel's face. So feel free to skip it. Like I said, it's boring. It was a bit strange. She started with her CPAP on. That was kind of weird, but I just felt I had to include it because it included her obsession. So, yeah. You don't get to see her with a CPAP on, by the way. So, I'm done with this. Catch you later. Have a chill one. Bye.
Hey guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? I have my CPAP on. Do I have to take it off? Oh, I guess I'll take it off. I have some breaking news. What are the odds? You don't understand. What are the odds? The Nashie, my favorite iconic sandwich, the whole time I've been away, has not been in Canada. And I was just researching which cities they're in. Guess what? Guess where it is? Montreal. Guess what? If I fly into the Montreal airport, I'm picking up the rental car. Yeah. And guess what? Nashi bees. Nashi binge incoming. The Nashi. It knew I was coming back. It knew. Nashi, Nashi, Nashi. They won't be there forever. They're a limited time only. I only have noodles left, man. I cannot get delivery. I cannot go to the grocery. I don't even know how to open the front gate. As long as, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a Nashi at the end of the tunnel. Can you believe it? The first thing I do when I hop off the plane and get in a car, I'm going to pick up 2 Nashies. 2 Nashies! I thought I would never see them again. They need to keep this as a permanent item. I really like the poo-poos in the kitchen. I want a place with a full bathroom and a half bath. I don't need any furniture. I just need a bed. I just need a bed. I just need a mat on the floor, and maybe go order from Walmart. I can't believe the Nashi. I can't believe the Nash. I can't believe the Nashi's back. I want a Costco bees, and I guess I'm using a scooter. No, I should walk. The Nashi. Oh my gosh, the Nashi. You don't know how delicious it is. Everyone go out and try the Nashi. Ew, I hate that. I've stepped in cat barf so many times. I should get my mom to buy some and freeze them. Okay, the Nashi. What? The Burger King on Brookdale Avenue has Nashies? Oh my gosh, it trickled down. It trickled down. It trickled down. Nashies everywhere. Okay, the bun is like a soft, shiny brioche, Elvira, with tangy pickles on it. It's a spicy, crispy chicken Cajun red sauce. I don't know how to describe it. No lettuce, just pickles. Are you worried he will out you? Listen, we both have tea on each other, okay? So that's our that's our protection.